Well, it's that time again. Time to say goodbye to our friends, put our families on ignore, deep freeze the pets, and quit our jobs. Yes, I'm of course referring to Quidditch, that wonderful pastime that brings us all closer together by unifying us against a common enemy, that being whatever team we are playing, any referee foolish enough to not rule in our favor, and, as always, the internet. This particular game pits Hufflepuff, which is currently holding the cup lead by a goal and a prayer, against those lovely, funny, intelligent Ravenclaws, whom we have always loved, adored, and respected deeply as a team. Okay, that's a bit of a lie, but despite the fact that the enmity between Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff has always seemed to be a bit more intense than the rivalries we have with any other team unlucky enough to not be Hufflepuff, I have to admit for the most part I've always gotten along fairly well with the Ravenclaws. I even dated one for a while, in real life no less. Of course, the fact that said relationship has now been placed in the past tense gives me the perfect reason to hate them. Right? Right. In all seriousness, I think the low-level loathing that we experience for the other teams actually adds to the fun of Quidditch so long as it doesn't get out of control. Let's be honest, you never really like your opponent on the field of play no matter what you're playing. You want to beat them, defeat them, stand towering over them in your superiority. If you didn't, then you wouldn't try to win and the game would suck. This is why basic trash talking is okay. We can say things like, "Ravenclaw is awesome" on the pitch and in chats without worrying about being censored or hurting someone's feelings because we know it's all in good fun. Okay, so I'm not the best at playing nice when my sense of satiric outrage has been prodded, but in my defense, of course, the reason people are so touchy about all the meanness that gets tossed about during Quidditch time is the fact that, though we love it, our own beloved form of Quidditch is highly annoying in certain ways. And now, to steal the thunder of Trista's Jeff, here are the things that forum-based Quidditch does that, quite frankly, annoy me. Number 1. Despite the now well-vlogged fact that the rules concerning the Golden Snitch as given by JKR are unbalanced, as were the old ones just one short VH year ago, the new ones are unbalanced in a completely different direction. In short, as far as the cup is concerned, the snitch has ceased to matter at all. Seeking is a glorious way to build up experience in a hurry, particularly on a 2001, but as far as the game itself is concerned, every point a seeker brings to the game has been effectively wasted, saving only the points bonuses a successful seeking can earn. Perhaps I wouldn't be so forceful on this issue in another situation, but Hufflepuff has yet to not catch a snitch since the new rules were instituted, and I just feel like it should count for something towards the Quidditch Cup. B. It has always struck me as somewhat odd that a character can be an effective beater 1 second, a great keeper the next, and a fantastic chaser all in the space of 1 year. This would not happen in any real-life sport. A center in basketball could not just pick up guard on a whim, and success in the other direction is pretty rare as well. Quarterbacks do not change places with linemen in football. The one exception is, of course, soccer, where I cannot assume that I am right because I know almost nothing concerning the sport, but I suspect that I would be right there as well. So a tweaking of the experience system, where each position could level equally and beating would make you a better beater but not necessarily a better chaser or keeper, would be nice. Of course, this would remove the last remaining incentive to play seeker at all. And finally, in retrospect, everything else that I had was pretty nitpicky in nature, which means that the addition of Bonerful's fouls and the new snitch system have done a lot to improve the game. I'm still having fun, and in the end it's because of the people, not just my teammates but my opponents who are the prime reason for that, so I guess I'll just let go of the hate. Let's play some Quidditch.